Hey, yes, queens and kings. Thanks so very much for tuning in for our progressive parody Palooza. We're celebrating the official book release of our political parody book, The Yes Queen Chronicles, coverage of the first annual Resistance Forum. Some of our characters include Alyssa Shalano, Mira Tantrum, Nancy Pagosi, Joyanne Greed, Soledad Lyon, Chris Badviews, James Scarville, Jennifer Poubin, Tom Perez, and our protagonist, Nina Burner. Also, we have many of your other favorite Karens and shitlibs throughout. It's been very therapeutic to write this book for us, and we're told it is to read it as well. Being able to finally hold it in my hands. Yay. It came yesterday or a day ago. It's incredible beyond words. Pat kept telling me, oh, wait till you can feel it. Wait till you can feel it. That's what she said. But there is something about, this something tangible. Like you spend all these months and hours writing this, and then here it is.
Yeah, can you hold it up more so people can see the cover? Up, up, up. All right, good enough. Well, we'll post a picture of it.
So, that's so exciting. We finally got it. It's finally in our hands. Pat and I had two obstacles writing this book. We've actually never met. And furthermore, I'm mostly blind. So our literary process was far from typical, and it was a lot of trial and error. But in the end, it's a book we're ecstatic about. If you'd like to get your own copy, you can go to www.savageandpat.com and also pick one of us to sign, which we won't be doing after the next 48 hours. So get your copy now, so it's worth at least another quarter. Pat, do you want to share?
You cut it out a little bit there, but just want to say about the book that it was really fun to write it. We both worked through all the losses and the grieving of 2020's election, and laughed our ass off doing it. So I hope people like
it. Back thus far. Pat, do you want to give a shout out to live guests?
Yeah, so we have some great live people tonight. Appreciate everybody for contributing some of the material that we're going to show that isn't live also. But the live acts are Katie Jane Earl, Eve Six, multi-platinum band, Frank Martyr, and then Graham Elwood's going to do some comedy. Ron Placone is going to do some comedy / music. So we got some heavy hitters here, and thank you guys. We love you guys. It's great to have all the progressives, join us for this.
Absolutely. We could not be more thankful for the amount of people who wanted to join us for something so fun. We also have comedy and skits from Mike Figueredo of Humanist Report, Jordan Sheridan, Progressive Puppet News, Lauren Ashcraft, Mike Schuster of The Onion. I mean, we just have so many incredible people. And also Pat and I do a skit that is absolutely going to get us canceled. And we knew that while filming it, so
we did cringe.
So be it. We can make fun of ourselves. Yeah, I mean, I cringed. I was embarrassed and sad. But it has made people laugh, and that's all we want to do. So again, please check out our book website and enjoy the show. For better writers.
Good evening. My name is Joy Marie Mann, and I'm honored to be hosting this episode of Progressive Puppet News. Up first, we have a high-level official in the Democratic establishment who has agreed to speak with us. Hello, are you there?
Oh, yes, hello. I'm Mr. Beelzebub, and I'm the head coordinator for the DNC.
Ah, so you're the one who booked all those horrible speakers.
Oh, absolutely. Can you believe that I managed to get more Republicans on that stage than progressives? I thought they'd say, oh no, that's too evil. But when you've been doing this job as long as I have, you get a lot of leeway, Joy. It's all about the seniority. That's how I got Bill Clinton booked to speak. Mm-hmm.
You booked Bill Clinton. He's a suspect in the biggest sex trafficking investigation in history.
Oh, and that's why we just had to have him, Joy. You know, the whole Me Too movement has been a real drag on us Democrats. And yes, I'm old enough to remember before they removed the N and made it just Democrats. Blech. Bill Clinton, he's the middle finger to that Me Too movement that all the scumbags, monsters, and demon spawn have been demanding, and we here at the DNC are proud to represent.
So you gave airtime to Republicans, corporatists, and creepy ex-presidents. Did I miss anyone?
Oh, and then there's Hunter Biden, of course. That was also my idea.
Hunter Biden got paid $50,000 a month for a job he had no education or experience in. How is that not corruption?
Oh, of course it's corruption, Joy. That's the whole point. I mean, they know I'm literally the devil, and yet they keep hiring me and paying me an adrenochrome. It's like cocaine for demons. Ah!
I digress, but when the hell are you taking Henry Kissinger?
Well, Kissinger, he kind of struck a little deal with a high-level Prince of Darkness, so I don't think he's going to be due down here till at least 2073. Cyborg implants, you know? It's cheating, but what can you do? He struck a deal.
That makes sense. Well, thanks for filling us in, Mr. Devil.
Hey, I'm not a devil. I'm a 13th level imp from the Testicle Forking District. So try not to be a bigot next time, okay, Joy? Bye-bye!
Hello. 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 Hello.
Alyssa Shalano.
I believe Joe Biden. I think Joe Biden is the greatest man to save women in the history of all mankind. He's the greatest person. And if you don't think Joe Biden is the best, then, I mean, what did you even watch Charmed for? It's 10 seasons talking about how Joe Biden is great. It's a metaphor, you guys. It's a metaphor.
I feel very strongly about the Me Too movement, but not when it applies to Joe Biden, the bravest Democratic candidate in the 2020 primary. I've spent hours online fighting with Nina Turner for what is right. And what is right is for Joe Biden to be the next nominee.
Do you guys remember when Donald Trump appointed Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court, and it was so mean because he's a Republican, also yes, a rapist, but me too, so much so that I cried every day about how just very Me Too I am. And you know what, the best thing we can do is elect Joe Biden as president, because he's like Me Too too. I'm Me Too, and like he's Me Too, you're Me Too. We're all like, that's the whole thing about Me Too, is like you too, me too.
Hey, Alyssa Shalano.
Oh, that's another one that I don't think I've ever heard talk in person, so that's going to be tough.
What do you think she'll sound like?
Excuse me, are you a Bernie supporter? Do you support Bernie? Okay, disregard everything you just said. That's kind of what I would imagine.
Pretty accurate.
Look, people came at me. They said that I was wearing blackface. It actually wasn't. I was mocking Snooki, and it was tan face. So let's just be accurate. It was tan face.
Well, hey there, kids. Welcome to Camp Ass Queen. We're going to start our whole little adventure off with a sing-along. It's an American classic that we've updated here at Camp Ass Queen. If you don't know the lyrics, that's okay. You can just rewind this video and watch it over and over again until you get it. If you have your ukulele or your guitar or whatever you want to play, feel free to join along because it's real fun. It goes a little like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. If you're a Nazi and you're fired, it's your fault. If you're a Nazi and you're fired, it's your fault. You were spotted in a mob, now you lost your fucking job. You're a Nazi and you're fired, it's your fault. Well, you had a swastika up on your hat. Yeah, you had that swastika on your hat. Well, you thought that shit would pass until someone whipped your ass, cause you had a swastika on your hat. Now everybody, if you're a Nazi and you're fired, it's your fault. There you go, you're getting it. If you're a Nazi and you're fired, it's your fault. You were spotted in a mob, now you lost your fucking job. You're a Nazi and you're fired, it's your fault. Well, you wore up that bay frog on your lapel. Yes, you wore up that bay frog on your lapel. All that racist shit you said got you punched right in the head when you wore that bay frog on your lapel. If you're a Nazi and you're fired, it's your fault. Yes, it is. If you're a Nazi and you're fired, it's your fault. You were spotted in a mob, now you lost your fucking job. You're a Nazi and you're fired, it's your fault. You're a Nazi and you're fired, it's your fault. You're a Nazi and you're fired. It's your fault. That's right.
As representatives of Vice President Joe Biden, volunteers are expected to use the correct language of his political campaign, as well as the Democratic Party's central message. Here are a few key phrases volunteers should and should not use while speaking with potential voters. Don't say universal or single payer. Do say access to and affordable. Don't say Green New Deal. Do say clean fracking. Don't say police reform. Do say police endowments and MACE subsidies. Don't say mass incarceration. Do say broad communal housing. Don't say wealth inequality. Do say bootstrap incentives. Don't say corporate welfare. Do say free market restoration. Don't say military-industrial complex. Do say unprovoked security coalition. Don't say Nina Turner. Do say Neera Tanden. And don't say money out of politics. Do say Russia. With these key phrases, and a whole lot of luck, you can help Joe Biden barely defeat the blithering idiot we wanted to run against in 2016. Don't forget to voter shame.
Joy. Hello. We're back.
Hey, how awesome was that? I mean, oh my God, we definitely got some great people. Oops, let me turn this down. We have such amazing guests, and you know, Mike Schuster, he's the one that did that video at the end there. Oh my God, the first time I saw it, I almost peed my pants.
Right.
True story. What do you have to say, Pat?
I have to say I am doing some technical things, so we're gonna get Katie on in here in 1 second, and I might just want to say hi.
Awesome.
I'm gonna say hi real quick. Hello. I am the producing. I'm producing this madness right now, so I'm gonna give you back to Savage Joy, but I'll be back on in a second.
So I'll tell you guys two very interesting things about Pat and I. A lot of people think we've known each other forever, and because we wrote a book together, but we've actually never met. He's in California, I'm in Pennsylvania, and we sent some messages on Facebook, and I had him on my show a few times to talk about debates, things like that. And the one day I was just like, hey, I know you did Peter Douche. You want to do something with me? And I wasn't really expecting him to say yes, since we don't really know each other. But surprisingly, he was okay with it. And months later, here we are. And the other thing that not a lot of people know is that I am mostly blind. So, and this was just happened last year, and it was very all of a sudden. So I didn't think I can't read books anymore or anything like that. So I didn't think, I guess I never really thought, oh, I can write still. And then, we found, ways like apps that'll let me talk and it'll write for me, things like that. And Pat and I worked on trial and error type things, and he read a lot of what I wrote verbally, and he read a lot of it back to me. So our entire book was very 50-50. It's just I physically didn't do a lot of the typing. So it's really interesting to think that, going through so much trauma with losing so much of my eyesight, I was still able to co-author a book. And I'll forever love Pat for that.
You were very important because...
Cheers, Pat.
Well, cheers. Let's
cheers.
See. How do I put myself on camera here for a second? Cheers as well. I just want to say you were very important because I said some really sexist and racist stuff. You can't help me on the racist stuff, but the sexism was all written by Joy. It wasn't me. So there we go.
Yeah.
All right. We got
absolutely. If I were a guy, what's that?
We've got Katie coming up here. Let's get her in here.
Yeah. Katie is a punk rock chickie. Oh, that's a rad place.
I love that. Wait.
Hey.
I don't know if we have audio.
And where are you?
We don't have audio yet. Let's get some audio. Nope, no audio. Audio. Is your mic muted? We need some audio.
I think I got audio now.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
Yes, I was worried.
What's up, everybody? Thank you so much, Joy and Pat, for not only having me, it's really exciting to be here, but also for making us laugh through crazy shit. I think that pretty much everybody watching has probably experienced the same thing where people make you feel like a jackass just for thinking that, I don't know, people should be able to see a doctor when they're sick, or not end up homeless because they get cancer. And when you go on Twitter and you have this community of people who actually, make you feel like you're not crazy for wanting basic human decency in this world, it feels really good. And so I just want to thank everybody who's a part of this community for offering a support system that kind of undoes some of the gaslighting the media does. And it really feels great to be a part of this community and know that I'm not alone and that I'm not as crazy as my, centrist friends might make me feel every once in a while. So thank you guys so much.
Right on.
Yeah, right on, right back at ya. Now, I'd like to do a song of great social and political import. It goes like this. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches, I must make amends. Work hard all my lifetime, no help from my friends. So, oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? Oh Lord, won't you buy me a color TV? Dialing for dollars is trying to find me. I wait for delivery each day until 3. So, oh Lord, won't you buy me a color TV? Oh Lord, won't you buy me a night on the town? I'm counting on you, Lord. Please don't let me down. Prove that you love me and buy the next round. So, oh Lord, won't you buy me a night on the town? Everybody, oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches, I must make amends. Worked hard all my lifetime, no help from my friends. So, oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Joy. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of this. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
This year's been crazy, right? Like, duh. I mean, literally, duh. But it's also been crazy, I think, for a lot of people under the surface. It's kind of like, we all know that this year is crazy as far as like the global pandemic and the absolute shit show of an election. But I know everybody I know, including myself, is going through a lot of personal transformation too. And I just want to let anybody out there know who's going through a big personal shift right now, that you're not alone and you're going to get through this, and just hang in there. You got a community of support, and a little bit of discomfort, in the long run might be a good thing. So hang in there. This next song, I want to say one more thing. If anybody from Eve 6 is listening, when our band, the Mowglis, first started touring, we had all of your travel cases, and I don't know where we got them, but all of our gear had Eve 6 spray painted across it. So if you're looking for those, we might know where they are. This next song, we talk a lot about burning shit down, right? I'm all for it. I know, coming from the music industry, shit needs to be burned down everywhere. And I think what's going to come out of it, as long as people like y'all keep fighting for not the left or the right or blue or red, but fighting for what you believe is right as a human being, I think that what comes out of the ashes is going to be good. And if we got people like Joy and Patrick to help us laugh through this shit, then we're going to be okay. So this song I chose because it has to do with fire. But mostly I chose it because it's the only song I know how to play on guitar. And it goes like this. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring, bound by wild desire. I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. It went down, 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 but the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. It went down, 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 but the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me be a part of this. This is a lot of fun, and I'm so excited to get the book. Thank you guys for being a little bit of light and humor in all of this chaos, and for keeping our spirits up. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. How were you telling me you were nervous? Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, this is the first time I've ever played alone.
Well, you
well,
rocked,
okay,
you-
I understand, but you kicked ass.
Yeah.
You
You are
rocked
so
it.
sweet. I love you. Thank you. Oh, I'm so
I love
grateful
you too,
for you
and I can't
all.
wait to get our book to you. So I'm gonna PM you for your address, and
Oh,
we'll
I'm
get it
so
out
excited.
to you.
I am so excited. Thank you guys so much for letting me be a part of this, and I wish you all the best, and I'll see you on Twitter.
Yes. Much love.
You're awesome. Thank
Thanks.
you so much.
Love you guys. Thank
Love
you.
too.
Bye.
She kicks ass. First time I saw her, she was like, she had a blue check, and she was like, Bernie's mother. And now we have the head lobbyist of the tobacco, pornography, and
Man,
polygamy
I was like, holy
industry
shit,
with
this
us,
girl has
Joe
a blue check,
Camolino.
she is
And
punk
we hear
rock.
you wanted to make a special announcement. It's about what? What?
Voter shame.
I knew I was on mic. Who cares? And now we have the head lobbyist of the tobacco, pornography, and polygamy industry with us, Joe Camolino. And we hear you wanted to make a special announcement. It's about our book release, right?
Oh, well, actually, I'm here to make a different announcement today. I'm officially endorsing Joe Biden for President of the United States of America.
You asked for time on my show to announce that.
Yeah, but you know, you'd have to know Joe. Him and I, we go so far back. We actually founded the world's first upskirt photography club together. It's true. And, you know, Biden is reaching across the aisle even as we speak. He just got endorsed by my best man at my topless wedding, Richard Spencer. Now, don't get me wrong, Joy. I'm no partisan. I don't hold one racist above another. And that is why I would also like to endorse Donald Trump for President of the United States of America.
I thought you were endorsing Biden.
Well, I am a lobbyist, Joy, so of course I'm going to be endorsing them both. I'm funding both their campaigns. I can't lose!
What a shame. I think we lost him. Oh, Nancy Pelosi, who we call Nancy Pegosi.
Well, let me just come out and say this. First of all, I would like everybody to have some ice cream, right? But we can't do that because that is socialism. And if we give ice cream for all, then the disembodied head of Lenin will just come out of my chest, and that's not good. My constituents don't want the Bolshevik revolution. They just don't want it. But we do want ice cream. We are going to give you access to ice cream.
Do you guys want to see some really expensive ice cream in my refrigerator? That Joe Kennedy is a really nice young man.
Oh, I have a refrigerator that has thousands of dollars of ice cream. My refrigerators cost more than they have at the food banks. But the thing is, I've earned my money. This is all mine.
Nancy Pegosi.
Oh, that one's easy.
On behalf of all the troops stationed here at Camp Yas Queen, I'd like to dedicate this song to Neera Tandon for helping to make the Democratic Party's tent so big that you can stand underneath it but still not have to stand for much of anything at all. That's what I call diversity. He stands there in defiance because he don't believe in science. He's proof of climate change, but it makes him act deranged. He's a wing nut. Oh no, I tell you, he's a wing nut. Just go. He bitches and he moans while watching Alex Jones. He's a wing nut. I'm sure the balance madness is it all comes from his sadness. He's a rebel in his mind, but a million years behind, he's a wing nut. Oh no, I tell you, he's a wing nut. Just go. He hates new Star Wars, but I'm Randy adores. He's a wing nut. He goes to great extremes to stay on racist themes. He says he's only joking about the sickness he's invoking. He's a wing nut. Oh no, I tell you, he's a wing nut. Yo, Joe! He gets off on being berated. He should be medicated. He's a wing nut. He gets off on being berated. He should be medicated. He's a wing nut.
Come on, James. James, pick up the phone. It's an emergency. Sorry, it's Mama Bear.
I told you not to call me Scarvy. That sounds like scurvy.
Yes, I know.
The hell are you calling for on a Sunday? Got ants in your pants stands?
You didn't see the breaking news? Need your help on this. Wait before you answer. Why the hell are you dressed like that? You look like a poor.
Jesus, Nancy. You're lucky I'm wearing anything at all. It's free premium Pornhub day. I cleared my schedule for this weeks ago.
You're a sick man, James. I wouldn't interrupt you if it wasn't urgent.
Sick? I was happier than a tornado in a trailer park before you called.
I'd say bless your heart, but I'm not sure if Gollum has a heart.
That's cute, Nancy. You always were a funny drunk. What is it, 10 a.m.? Well played.
Let's get to work. I'm calling because I was caught on video inside a closed-up hair salon without a mask on. I need it a blowout. This is what I look like without one. Now do you understand?
Yeah, I understand you look nuttier than a squirrel turd, but I don't want to bring it up.
You're insufferable. The point is, I wasn't wearing a mask, but I didn't know I was on camera. I'm usually proud to show off my mask. My fave is a pink one, which spells out vote in 14-karat diamonds. I paid the sweatshop extra for that one.
Stop it, Nance. Just stop. Your fashion sense is about as important to me as a sack of wildebeest.
Fine, James. The bottom line is I need your help with damage control.
Well, maybe we can spin it as a black thing.
I really don't feel like making it a racial thing after all the memes of me wearing kente cloth. Magdalena! Magdalena! Más mimosa, por favor. Rapido!
How about sexism then? Or we could say men don't understand what it's like being a woman in politics in the age of Trump.
I'd rather not pick a fight with Trump over this. He and I are playing bridge on Thursday, and I don't want to be awkward.
Well, fine. Maybe we could spin it as people attacking you over your congressional race or something like that. Or we could say it's doctored videos from Russians.
Okay, work up the Russia angle and get back to me. That always seems to work. Let's say it was a setup and the salon owes me an apology.
Well, will do. So I need to know what you said to the press already.
I lied and told them I didn't know what I was doing.
Is your lie on video?
Of course not.
Well, then we'll just pin that on the Russians.
You're pretty clever for a shiny penis head.
Yeah, you're lucky you paid the big bucks. I'm gonna let that slide off my back like an armadillo.
We have to keep this one off the books, James. How about I send you 3 gallons of Jenny's Splendid Premium ice cream? That's $200 worth of heaven.
God damn, Nance. You are one bougie broad.
But I'm not done yet. While I have you, I need your wife's advice on getting Republican votes for Biden. It's so handy to have a Dem strategist married to a Republican strategist. It's the best of both worlds.
Actually, we agree on just about everything, so it's more like the best of one world.
Amen, my little extraterrestrial friend. Biden's going to get walloped in the debate. Do you think we can convince people it's fine for Joe to bring Jill on stage with him? Maybe it's because he actually cares about what women have to say, or some other BS.
Nance, you really think people are that stupid? Good point, I'm on it.
Before we get off the phone, I need to tell you that there are 2 Bernie bros who wrote a book about us and our constituents. Can you get them added to Hillary's list?
Are we talking droning or?
Shh. Just handle it.
10-4, Mama Bear.
Deborah Messy.
Deborah Messy. Is that Deborah Messing? Is that okay? Oh man, I have to channel my inner Will and Grace on this. Everybody that voted third party or is a Bernie Sanders supporter is trying to destroy this election. Okay, this is how you elect Donald Trump. Okay, by casting your vote, by what you believe in, and how you want this country to be run. We're not looking for free stuff. We're looking for democracy, people. And if you vote with your heart, with your conscience, you are clearly voting for Donald Trump.
I just have such love for Joe Biden. And whatever Joe Biden does is going to be the right thing for this country. And if people like Susan Sarandon even dare not support Joe Biden, I am going to flip the fuck out.
The fact of the matter is, I may go at Nina Turner all the time, but I'm a racist. but I'm a polite racist. That's the difference.
First of all, like, hi, I'm Deborah Messy. I'm a super racist. And have you guys seen like Nina Turner? Nina Turner. Do you guys know Nina Turner? Because like people keep talking about her to me, but all I keep asking is like, do you guys know Nina Turner? Because she's really mean. And I don't know what you guys know about her, but all I know is that she's a meanie pants and makes me sad sometimes. So like Nina Turner, stop talking to me about Nina Turner, but like, have you heard of her? Like, do you know Nina Turner? Because I do, and she's mean.
Deborah Messy.
Nina, I'm gonna have to call Stacey Abrams to correct the record with you because you're saying things that I don't like as a rich white liberal. So I really need you to talk to Stacey Abrams.
Next, we have Rich Vanderchilds the 13th. He's a billionaire, a founder of the Lincoln Project, and he's insisting I say that he's single and ready to mingle. Rich, I guess welcome to the show.
Oh, hello there, Joy. Such a pleasure to be anywhere a homeless person isn't.
I better fucking be getting paid well for this shit. So you founded the Lincoln Project to back Biden, but you're a Republican. Why?
Well, we fucked it up. We thought we had the racists and supremacists and conspiracy theorists securely in our pocket. Well, we told them it was fine to go be in your clan or maybe believe reptiles from space wear politician skin suits or whatever. But now it seems we've lost the party completely to those same hateful kooks, which is why we're now trying to buy our way into the next best right-leaning corporate party, the Democrats. Oh, aren't you excited? We're merging with you.
Well, I gladly dumb-exited, so...
Oh, do you want Trump to win? See, wasn't that fun? Doesn't it make you want to accept the sudden infusion of any ideology that creeps into your worldview, as long as it's not Trump? Well, that's what we're paying the focus groups to find out, so wish us luck.
Well, thanks for telling us your evil plans, and despite being such a dick, I still feel the need to acknowledge your badass monocle.
Oh, and as you should, Joy. You know it's made from the horn of the last black rhino in existence. And I killed him. Oh, it was so much fun. Anyways, I just wanted to thank you, Joy. You invited me on your wonderful show for your wonderful book release party, and I would honestly encourage everyone to buy a copy.
I don't know if I still want your endorsement after this dumpster fire of an interview.
Speaking of fire, I didn't actually read your book. I just used a copy of it to light my cigar. But anyways, I wanted to thank you one more time for not fighting harder to get Bernie that nomination. We could never have convinced Democrats to mind meld with the Republican elites if you had an actual nominee with a vision. Thank God for lesser evils! Yes! Yes!
Hello. Hello. Hello.
And we're back. Hello, Joy. How are you?
Yeah, I was having so much fun looking in the comments. Oh my gosh. Yes, you're dressed like a whore.
Am I? That's how I usually dress. I'm off camera though. I thought that would protect me a little bit here.
And yeah, it's funny. Like he bought the ears, I bought the wig, and everything else we had, and I was like, "Ew!" I had an outfit I could make into cozy.
Can I just say that I have officially done cringe with our videos. So, anyone else who feels weird about donating their impressions, I just did cringe. So we're good. We're good. Don't feel bad.
Oh, whatever. I'm proud of mine.
Yeah.
My face actually hurt. I got in the shower and I was like trying to massage it. I was worried I would get like resting resistor face, something like that. I think that could be a thing. Like,
I'm gonna bring Graham on. So thank you for everyone that contributed for that last segment. Graham Elwood,
yeah,
progressive hero, great guy. I had the honor of meeting him once, and just really had a good time. And I love where he stands politically and everything he does with his show, Political Vigilante. And he is on his way any second now when I push the right button.
Oh my God.
If we had a real producer, if someone professionally could come work for me for free, there he is.
What's up? Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. And thank you so much for having me on the show. We met actually twice. You opened for Ron and I at the Progressive Comedy Tour in Sacramento and then in San Francisco. It's fantastic. So that was really cool. It's awesome to be here.
If only I had done comedy.
You read out of your book, dude, which was very, very funny. So it was really cool to see. The Peter Douche thing is one of the best parody accounts I've ever seen on Twitter, and I thought it was fantastic. So I'm honored to be here and to do this Zoom thing. We're in the middle of a pandemic, and I think there's going to be a lot of PTSD 20 years from now just with doing Zoom. I think 20 years from now, it's going to be like, what happened? Why did Grandpa freak out? Oh, he had to say unmute, and he just lost his shit because I've said that 10,000 times. Just unmute, just unmute, just unmute yourself, just unmute yourself, unmute yourself. We can hear your dog. We can hear your dog and your kid fighting. Just mute yourself. So that's what's happening during this. And also in the quarantine, we get to watch a lot of ads. And, we're all dealing with this as best we can. But I don't, if I see one more like, we're all in this together, we'll get through this. Oh, really? Clorox, you're going to be there. You're going to help me out. You and Pepsi Cola are going to really come in there and save the day. And then we get to watch this train wreck of the two conventions we had about a week or so ago. We had one which was a Republican convention, and then we had a Republican convention with Donald Trump. So those are exciting to watch, those two conventions. And I think about this last year of the primary, it's the Democratic primary. And man, I just want to kind of go down memory lane and just think about all the fantastic people we had. Remember Beto O'Rourke? Robert Francis O'Rourke. He's an Irish guy just like me. His country club parents gave him the name Beto so he could get the Latino vote in Texas, which I went, wow, that's all I got to do to be Latino? All right, I'm Paco Elwood. Donde está la biblioteca? And Elwood, it's Spanish for the wood. The nomination of Joe Biden, and then of course he picks Kamala Harris. Boy, you got to wonder what Liz Warren, all that selling out she did and backstabbing, and just it got her nothing. I miss her though on the campaign trail. Just like every time I take a selfie, I flip flop on Medicare for all. Like she was so exciting to watch this whole primary, and of course Hillary she's gonna somehow work her way in there. I guarantee you, if Joe Biden looks like he might even kind of win, he's gonna I don't know. Suddenly there's going to be a leaked report about his dementia or something. And she's just going to go, I guess and someone on CNN will go, maybe we should get Hillary in there. And she'll go, what, me? I didn't know. I had no idea. And so we're waiting for that. And I love, the people that are still the neoliberals that just still love Hillary and won't refuse to look at any of the awful stuff she's done or Kamala's done. And I got to tell you, like, if Hillary Clinton is your feminist hero, all the awful shit she's done, what her husband's done. She's been on Epstein's plane. Her husband's been 26 times. They've both been to Epstein's compound in New Mexico. If that's your feminist hero, that's like a foodie going, I really look up to Jeffrey Dahmer. And that's what is exciting, so exciting about this time, watching the Democratic Party do their thing. And, you know, Joe Biden is, you know, he's the lesser of two rapists. So those are our choices. And he said, we're going to have a middle ground on climate policy. Man, that's the kind of bold, pragmatic centrism that we need right now. That is really what we need. You remember during the women's movement, the suffrage movement? Remember, it was like Susan B. Anthony and them were all like, it'd be great if women got the right to vote, but now's not the time. Let's do it maybe in the 1940s or the 50s or something. Maybe down the road we'll get to it, like bipartisan support. So that's exciting. Remember JFK's famous speech that he gave? He's like, you know, we want to put a man on the moon by the end of the decade, but it's too much of a purity test. So maybe somewhere in the 70s or 80s, we'll maybe we'll deal with getting someone in the moon. So that's exciting. And then even like there's these moments where I get excited. I see the young people in the streets and all the protesters of all ages and ethnicities out there protesting. It's a lot of people in their like 20s and 30s and even younger really leading the way. And then, you know, a week or so ago when all the major sports teams stopped playing, and I was like, oh, this is what you got to do. And I like watching the NBA and the WNBA and baseball. I was like, but shut it down. You're all owned by billionaires. This will be the thing. This will do it. This will get people, wake people up. You shut down sports, like you're going to have to do this. And then Obama talks them back in. And so they just stopped for 3 days. And I'm like, wow, can you imagine like Muhammad Ali? He gave up his title belt because he didn't want to go to Vietnam. And he said, you know, I want to fight poor people. He said, no Viet Cong ever called me the N-word. He stood for his beliefs. And now everything's been so corporatized, even athletes that are like trying to get the cause out there and do the right thing. Like, could you imagine if Muhammad Ali was an athlete today? He was the heavyweight champ today and had all of the fame that he had back in the 60s. Today it'd be a whole nother thing because everything's been corporatized. His agent would just call up and go, hey, Cassius, yeah, we focus grouped the name change Muhammad Ali and it didn't really test well. Also, the whole no war thing, we're getting a lot of pushback from the guys at ESPN because Boeing is sponsoring your next title fight. So if we could just kind of talk about it after the fight or later, we'll talk about the answer. I mean, I support you, but just not now. In fact, the network sent over some new copy for you to read. Cassius Clay floats like a butterfly, stings like an F-18 Hornet, keeping America safe. So that's what I think the athletes would be like today. And then, excuse me. And so, you know, the NFL is going to be supposedly starting, and there's actually some NFL athletes that have been very outspoken, critical of even Obama, and that's exciting to see because that league of all leagues is, man, their ads and everything are just like NFL meat truck steak gun boob, you know, and I mean I like boobs, but not like boob, like it's pretty aggressive. And some of you know me, some of you don't. If you watch my show, The Political Vigilante, you would know that I'm vegan, I'm vegetarian, basically. I don't eat meat. I don't drink. I'm sober. You know, I meditate. I do yoga. You know, I drive an electric car. So like none of the ads in the NFL are for me. Like none of them. They're all, like I was saying, just meat truck steak gun boob, gun truck steak, bacon wrapped gun boob. Like nothing is for me at all. And I wish they would make ads for like hippie, lefty, socialist progressives like me, you know, but still NFL style. Like, I am Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin, and when I'm making vegan smoothies for my team, I use Blue Diamond almond milk. Blue Diamond almond milk, the official organic unsweetened almond milk of the National Football League. NFL, plant-based life. It's the 2020 Nissan Leaf, the official zero-emission vehicle of the National Football League. Plug it in, charge it up, and hit the open road. Up to 75 miles, then charge it up again for another 2 to 3 hours, then hit the open road again. Great for tailgating, Reiki healing, yoga retreats, protest rallies, anti-war get-togethers, NFL, Green New Deal. Well, thank you so much. That was my time. You guys are all fantastic. Thank you for having me on this show. Get their book. I'm excited to read it. Thank you, Joy and Patrick, so much. I love you both. I've met you both on the road. I can't wait for Ron and I to go back on the road to see you all in person again.
Yes. Love you so much. And just before you leave, speaking of, the promo, it was very like superhero-y. So a lot of you guys may not know this, but you know what I'm going to say. I may have fallen off the stage when I was introducing Graham and Ron at an event, and Graham ran across the bar and just like swooped me up in maybe the speed of light. I don't even think I was on the floor for more than a nanosecond.
Or Shiro?
I'm just sorry I didn't catch you sooner. I'm just sorry I didn't catch you before you fell.
Well, I had a lot of drink afterwards. So, and Randy, who played for you guys opening, he's his ukulele, the ukulele fella. He's playing on tonight too. So we all get through it. We're all comrades. But thank you so much, Graham. We love you so much, and it's always great to have you.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You guys are great.
1,000
You
times
guys
over. Cheers.
I love what you guys do. I
Hey,
can't wait to see you on the road when it opens up.
Right on.
Yes.
Make sure you guys watch
Yes,
Graham.
Queen.
Yeah. Cheers.
Take care. Gotta love Graham.
Hello.
What else got coming up, bud? FML. Next, we have Karen Resistenheimer, a member of the Blue No Matter Who sycophants. Karen, are you there?
2, 4, 6, 8. I'm with her because she's so great. Hill dog, go hill dog, yay!
Well, that's quite the intro. So you're still on the Hildebeest bandwagon?
Oh, yes, Joy. I'm still with her. And by the way, has anyone reminded you yet today that Hillary won the popular vote by like 2 million votes? Oh my God, she's like an angel, but with better hair and super villain dresses. But to be completely honest, Joy, my biggest Hillary regret, if I had one, is that she never actually told us any of her policies. Not a single one. But I just have to remind myself of the motto of the Democratic Party. Pussy hats over policy! Yay!
I actually subscribe to Susan Sarandon's policy. I don't vote with my vagina.
Well, that's a real shame, Joy, because until you vote with your vagina, you've never experienced the full power of your vagina. Tell me honestly, Joy. You can tell me. When's the last time you wore your pussy hat?
I've actually never worn one. Karen. Oh well, I hope she has good health care. Do you know who James Carville is?
Oh yes, the naked mole rat. I know about him.
Okay, how does he talk?
Let me think about this.
Naked mole rat.
Oh, I hate him. Vladimir Putin says hi.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders would be up 10, 15 points in the battleground states, but that just doesn't make for exciting elections. The voters love an underdog. I'm just trying to turn lemons into sweet tea here.
Raging Cajun.
All right.
I picked the establishment Democrats because that's where the money is. That's where I get my paycheck from. But it doesn't really matter that I don't agree with anyone else in my family because I get a paycheck from the establishment Democrats.
James Scarville.
Oh my god. Wait, is that the money guy? No, that's not the James Carville is he's the angry raging Cajun guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
He's the naked mall rat, as Mike from Humanist Report says. Right.
Let's see if I can get my eyebrows to do the same thing he does. We're gonna tank the economy. Is what we're gonna do. Okay, everybody wants to get free stuff. That's not what this country is about. We got to work hard. Okay, if we don't want the economy to collapse on itself, we have to trust the banks. We have to trust the Wall Street. We got to make sure that we are taking care of our 401ks, which will be matched. Is socialism going to match your 401ks? It can't. It can't do it. There's no matching program. Capitalism is the way to go.
Jordan, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. So the idea of our special here is not just for our book release party, but it's also just to kind of give people a reprieve from all the fucked up stuff that's happening. So just to make people laugh and have some music and comedy and such. So on that note, we picked a few videos that we want to show of yours that really kind of stood out to us. Is there anything that, throughout your traveling and speaking to people, especially on campaign trails, is there anything which stands out that is just like really awkward or bizarre, or just like anyone you met that's just kind of stands out as something just kind of off the cuff?
Every single Donald Trump rally I've ever been to. Particularly, I remember in 2016 when I first started doing this, I was at a rally in New Hampshire. It was like 5 degrees out, and I was interviewing one Trump supporter who was just kind of like, country club racist, not too racist, but then somebody, over my shoulder, someone interrupted, telling me that Obama was part of the New World Order and he declared jihad on America. You didn't see it on YouTube. Did you not see it on YouTube? So that one stood out to me. Then Trump supporters, as I challenged them, which I'm not used to, one just reduced himself to calling me short, and then saying I don't speak with short people. So I thought that was funny.
What do you do in those situations? I know that I usually just make jokes about it when I'm in those, situations as a journalist. What do you typically do? Do you find that sometimes you might get defensive, or do you make jokes?
Honestly, with Trump supporters, my mentality has been just get them talking as long as possible. In contrary, I also feel that way when I was interviewing Hillary Clinton supporters, Biden supporters, because they're ignorant and voting against their own interests in another way. So, they're less offensive to me because they're not like overtly racist or anti-Semitic. But I actually tend to get a little bit more pissed off with the neoliberal people than the Trump people, because the Trump people are just too far gone. I mean, there's nothing, you're talking to a wall, most of them. The neoliberal people, it's just so many of them that you interview, it's like to a letter, they're actually for the policies we're for, but they've been programmed and brainwashed in a different way than the Trump supporters to think like we can't have nice things, but, I like the way Kamala talks, or Pete's such a nice guy. That pisses me off more, because it's this kind of like wine mom, Mick resistance stupidity that continues to get, essentially Republicans as a Democratic nominee. So that bothers me more. The best ones are when I remember Hillary Clinton's, when she was running in particular outside the Brooklyn debate, Hillary versus Bernie, I was interviewing a few Hillary supporters, and by the end of it, they were like, yeah, you might be right. I didn't think about it that way. So when you're actually breaking through with people, or when they're like, are you sure about that? I've never heard that. I'm like, yeah, you've never heard it because you're watching Rachel Maddow all day. So those things generally stand out.
Absolutely. And that's what our entire book is about, just making fun of those shit libs. It's endless material, honestly.
2016 in particular, the Bernie wave, rally after rally, because that was kind of like, I'm not old enough to be at Woodstock or anything, but it was just that feeling of like love and possibility and hope. It's not often you get that, definitely not these days. So like being at those rallies and seeing the energy and interviewing young people, some of them brought to tears by just Bernie, that stuff I will never forget.
Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Now we're going to cut to a few of those clips that are just totally badass and crack us up. So again, thank you so very much, Jordan. And where can people find you and your work?
Yes, congrats on the book. And Status Coup on YouTube, COUP, and statuscoup.com.
Hey, it's Jordan with TYT Politics out in New York City, where it looks like Hillary Clinton is about to officially be defeated and Donald Trump will become president. I'm with someone who was just inside the Javits Center. What is the mood inside there?
Well, to say it's like a funeral would be a real understatement. If you can imagine somebody who had amazing promise and was totally loved died before they can accomplish all these amazing things, that would be kind of the mood.
They didn't like her when she was first lady. They didn't like her when she said that she was not going to bake cookies. She was going to do something different than any other first lady. So she's been not liked from the time that she walked into the White House. And I think to understand the fact that she's not likable doesn't mean that she can't run the country. And that's what hurt her. Not likable doesn't mean that I don't want her to run the country. And at the end of the day, I think that's what really, to your point, flawed candidate? No.
We must have a voice of the people that is not owned by the wealthy or by the politicians. And we don't have that. And they must be unafraid to challenge and confront and question, no matter what. And when you see these dopey people repeating the same answer every time you ask them a question, you say, well, now I know that you're lying. And note that this person is not answering the question, and here are the facts. So that people, because let's face it, most Americans are uneducated.
Where are you from?
I'm from Bethlehem, New Hampshire.
Okay. And like your friend Elisa, why are you supporting Hillary?
Well, I think she's a great candidate, and it's really refreshing to have someone who is experienced as she is with both, international and national issues. And she's also, going to be our first woman president, so that's amazing because that's really fighting for our equality as well.
Now, obviously you're younger, so if in terms of Hillary, she voted for the Iraq War. She has gotten a lot of donations from big corporate America. Do you think those things should put in question whether she'll be very liberal, or you think she made a mistake?
I think that she did those when it's kind of hard to say because I don't really know like at all actually. I'm sure she had good reasons for doing something like that, and even if she didn't, then maybe she made a mistake, and that could be justifiable.
What were you saying? Donna, do you owe the voters an apology for passing a question for a town hall off to the Hillary Clinton campaign?
Sir, you know what? I wish when you got your facts, you read the emails, and
I did read a lot of them.
Well, you clearly did not read my email, sir. The Democratic National Committee, as Secretary Clinton alluded to tonight, was a victim of a cybercrime.
You keep saying that, but the email was that you passed it along.
Private emails were stolen from individuals that had no right being trafficked in the public sphere.
We've heard this, but what about you passing a question to Hillary Clinton's campaign, the town hall before?
Trump badger women. You're welcome.
Yes, a journalist asking a question is badgering you. You've said it on Russia. You passed the question. Jake Tapper has also said you passed the question. Do you have anything to say about that?
Questions as a contributor to CNN.
Well, first of all, let me answer the question, because as much as I respected journalists all my political life, and I will respond to questions, as I've stated repeatedly, that the Democratic Party was a victim of a cybercrime, and I don't peddle in what I call the illegal dumping of private emails in the public sphere that have been altered, that have been in many cases readapted. And so, as I've stated repeatedly, and I'll state it again for the record, I have never been privileged, as long as I've been not just a part of CNN, which, let me just say, of how proud I am to have been a contributor for CNN and other news outlets. And no one has ever shared questions with any of us involved in CNN as...
Do you have proof that it was Russia? Do you have proof that it was Russia?
Sir, as we've stated, and the United States government has also stated, and if you would like a copy of the Department of Homeland Security and the information that they released 2 weeks ago, you're welcome to have it, but I'm sure you have it. But
Yeah, they also told us we had WMDs. Why should we trust this?
Because we have ample evidence. We've been the victim of a cybercrime. We have ample evidence. We have ample evidence through our servers and through all of the technology that we have seen corrupted by the fingerprints used by Russian hackers. So,
as you could see, normally what happens is the journalist asks a question, she pivots to Russia, and nobody challenges her. I tried not to be rude, but I'm not going to just sit there and let them spew propaganda about Russia. She hasn't really passed any legislation. She's I think, no, I think she sponsored a few things.
Entered a bill, right. Yeah. Necessarily. I don't think most politicians are working alone, except for the president, who is making his own determination. She has a team of people. She has to basically go through them, work with them, conspire with them sometimes.
So you would think, even though you support her, you'd like her to stop focusing and taking the money of those big Wall Street fat cats and
talking about any money, even from the average everyday citizen.
How are they going to run their campaign without any money?
They need to be creative.
Okay.
I'm not giving a dime to any politician. I haven't for decades.
But you're not concerned that she's taking all that Wall Street money?
I'm not concerned, because that's how they do it. I don't think she's alone in that.
Well, no, not all of them. Bernie Sanders isn't. Elizabeth Warren isn't right now.
Well, he may be Bernie, and he does have deep pockets, personally.
From the people. His average donation's $20 so far.
No, he has money personally through I believe, his business affairs and maybe family.
He just became a millionaire from a book, yeah.
Yeah. So I
can assure you he's not writing the checks for his campaign, though.
All of them do it. I don't think that system's going to ever change in the near future.
Cold New Hampshire morning. What's bringing you out for Pete? Obviously, he's gotten a bump since Iowa.
We're very excited about his campaign. It's a message of positivity and unity, and just like everything about Pete. Very excited.
What are some of the things he did in South Bend that you think are positive?
Well, he has a great campaign going. He really had a lot of people out on the ground and spoke to everybody, people in rural communities, people in the city, and he really got the vote from a wide swath of people.
Anything he did as mayor of South Bend that stands out to you?
Yeah, he brought a dying community back to life, and that's why I like him.
What do you mean back to life?
Well, the community just has been revitalized under Pete's mayorship.
Okay. Because I've been there. It's a couple blocks he redeveloped, but the rest of the city is still struggling. So
Yeah.
that's why.
People seem pretty happy with what he's done there. I've seen a lot of people interviewed from South Bend.
Mostly white people or African Americans too?
Both. He actually has a lot of African American support from what I've seen.
Okay. Does it say anything to you that Trump has concern about Bernie as a candidate? Because of the trade issue, and those are very popular, being against free trade in those states.
No, not really. I mean, I'm still just gonna vote for the candidate that best reflects my beliefs, and if that candidate can't beat Trump, then we'll have Trump 4 more years. But I'm not going to put my backing behind somebody just because he can beat Trump.
So basically, like, you'd rather have Trump, well, not rather, but you deal with Trump for another 4 years rather than a leftist candidate.
Yes. Yeah, I would.
Hello. Oh, Frank is on screen with you. All right, so the excuse we had for this event, just so everyone knows, is we just finished writing my second parody book, which I co-wrote with Joy. And it's all about the shit libs. It's not a graphic novel. It's an actual satirical novel. And it's all about a fake college series kind of thing where there's a Yas Queen forum and people get together and discuss politics, but obviously progressive values aren't very welcome there. So it's mostly dialogue driven, but it's got plot to keep the thing moving. It's not just sitting in a room and recording comedy. But Frank here was our editor, and all the kudos to Frank for helping us out.
Thank you. That's my pleasure, definitely. Appreciate the opportunity to do it. It was, yeah. I mean, you guys are great spellers. There was only one spelling error in the whole book. It was the word reek. Spelled it R-E-A-K. But that was it. You guys are impeccable spellers, but you tend to overuse semicolons and commas.
I'll take it. That's probably Joy anyway. It wasn't
Yeah, exactly.
Joy.
If that's the biggest problem, then that's a good thing.
All right. Take it, Joy.
I'll take it. So yeah, Pat, like Pat said, this is my husband. We're both English majors, so that's one of the reasons we've got connected. But since I lost the majority of my eyesight, it wasn't really that easy for me to, do all the editing of, our own book. So I only told Frank to help us out. And so here's the interesting thing, though. And I was kind of trepidatious about this, but it actually ended up working out super well. When I was thinking about having him edit it, I said, well, we don't really see a lot of, when it comes to politically, in different, he supported Bernie both times, but not an activist, so there's some differences. So I wasn't sure, would he like this book? I wasn't sure. So I gave him the first chapter, and he didn't know a few of the people were, because he doesn't really do Twitter. But he really enjoyed it and laughed a lot anyway. So I was like, this is pretty cool. Maybe you don't have to be a burner, be in our, movement specifically to understand and laugh at the hypocrisy that we see so much. So, Frank kind of really started enjoying reading our stories, and us pointing out that really happened. So Frank, what would you say, who's your favorite character?
For a while it was Alyssa Milano, and then James Garville started having great singers in the book, so they were both very funny, and I certainly liked the comic element of the book. I mean, it's it's political parody. It's very funny. I'd say Scarlett and Chilano are probably my two favorite characters.
And without giving anything away, what would you say to entice someone to buy it?
It's a really, really funny book. It's laugh out loud funny. I think you can learn a lot from it too. I'm not like a progressive per se, but I learned a lot from it, and so it's well written, it's funny, it's engaging, and I really enjoyed it, you know. So I would definitely recommend it, but
Sorry, he's a
I'm a little
keeper.
biased, but I'm a little biased. I think.
But I can vouch that Frank was not paid because we're socialists and we don't even have a dollar.
Yeah, I kind of figured that because it seems one thing that I'm not getting paid, so. I didn't do
And
it.
we haven't even paid ourselves.
I didn't do it for the money. I knew I wasn't in it for the money. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Like every dime from the pre-sales has gone to printing and shipping and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we are po, but it wasn't about that. We wanted to do this, and we are so happy with the way it turned out. So now Frank is going to play 3 songs.
Not 3. All right.
Yeah, you can play 3.
All right. Gotta
He-
play a couple songs.
He's nervous, so
Let's
I'm
hear it.
very, 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 very proud of him. Here, let me get out of the way.
All right. I'm going to play 3 songs.
I just hope one's Stairway to Heaven.
No, that would be half an hour. No.
Nope. No, it's not. Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, brand new shoes, walking blues, climb the fence, books and pens. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Walk with me, Susie Lee, through the park and by the tree. We will rest upon the ground, look at all the books we found. Safely walk to school without a sound. Safely walk to school without a sound. Here we are, no one else. We walk to school all by ourselves. There's dirt on our uniforms from chasing all the ants and worms. We clean up and now it's time to learn. We clean up and now it's time to learn. Numbers, letters, learn to spell, nouns and books and show and tell. Playtime, we will throw the ball, back to class and through the hall. Teacher marks our height against the wall. The teacher marks our height against the wall. We don't notice any time pass. We don't notice anything. We sit side by side in every class. The teacher thinks that I sound funny, but she likes the way you sing. Tonight I'll dream when I'm in bed, when silly thoughts go through my head about the bugs and alphabet. When I wake tomorrow I'll bet you and I will walk together again. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. All right. And I feel time's a ways to go. So where you going to tomorrow? And I see that these are last to come. So would you even care? And I feel it. And I feel it. Where you going for tomorrow? Where you going she smell alone? And I feel so much depends on the weather. So is it raining in your bedroom? And I see these are the eyes of disarray. So would you even care? And I feel it. She feels it. Where you going for tomorrow? Where you going with the mask I found? And I feel when the dogs begin to smell her. Will she smell alone? When the dogs find her, got some time to wait for tomorrow. To find it, to find it, to find it. When the dogs find her, got some time to wait for tomorrow. To find it, to find it, to find it. All right. One more then for you.
One more song.
I need an easy friend tattoo with an Italian tattoo. Think you fit this shoe I do, but you have a clue how to take advantage. Well, you hang me out to dry, but I can't see you every night. Free, I do. I'm standing in your line, I do. Think you have the time, I do. Pick up number 2, I do. Keep a day with you, I'll take advantage. Well, you hang me out to dry, but I can't see you every night. Free, I do. I need an easy friend tattoo with an Italian tattoo. Think you fit this shoe I do, but you have a clue how to take advantage. Well, you hang me out to dry, but I can't see you every night. Free, I do. I do. I do. I do. There it was.
You've got some love, babe.
Rocking out.
Yes, we will definitely show the repeats. We're gonna have this saved on video so you guys can watch it again. Ron Placone gave you Uh, Frank Unplugged is where it's at.
Frank Unplugged.
You have good song choices. You killed it, boo. I'm proud of you. You guys have no idea how shy my husband is when it comes to playing stuff, but yeah, he did it. Alrighty.
The entire time Frank and I and Joy were editing the book, he was our savior because he was the one who could say, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So it's critical to have that guy, and Frank knew that. And also, he didn't back us off of like inappropriate things, but he knew when we should stop. So that was critical, and love the music. I think you might be frozen on screen. That's the producer thing with tech, but we're gonna go to the video and fix that. So here's the video. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate it, man.
So thank you for joining us. Oh no. I think you're joining us. I think we lost him again. Pat, you're...
I'm just gonna keep joining back.
Oh my god, Pat, you're freezing again.
I'm just shutting it down so I can sip my beer.
Yeah, are you still there, Pat? No. It is the deep state. God damn it. Oh my god. He just stopped again. This is how it's like all over again, but even worse. Oh my god, Pat's gone again. Oh my god. You guys, is somebody doing this to me just to be mean? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's a clusterfuck just like the way the screen keeps dropping. It's just as bad. But he's not that funny. Oh my god, this is like twice in a row now. Dude.
This is hilarious.
Oh my...
If I get cut off, it's burning 2020.
Oh my god.
Alright. Time to have some coffee and phone bank for Joe Biden. So
so excited to do my part to get my favorite candidate elected. It's a beautiful morning to vote blue no matter who. I've got to get my notes to make sure I'm all prepared. I've got my script. I know exactly what to say. It's ringing. Stratvutsky. Stratvutsky. Hello? I was speaking your language. I'm sorry, I don't speak Russian. I'm trying to speak your language. Привет. Hello? Hello? No, you called me. Who is this? Is this Brenda? She'll call me back. I'm so nervous. Hi. I forgot why I'm calling you. Hello? Hi, is this Trevor, the socialist commie? All right, I'll get right on that. No, I'll hang up. You don't need to call the police. It's fine. Hello? Hi, are you ready to vote blue no matter who? Dang it. Hi, thank you for talking to me, Linda. What? Well, you know what? Honestly, I kind of hate Joe Biden. You know, I know he's not a great candidate, and he's kind of a terrible person. I'll agree with you. But don't you think Trump is kind of bad, though? Hello? Hi, Becky? You're the spoiled little brat Bernie bro that I was arguing on Twitter with last night, weren't you? I was just calling to tell you to vote for Joe Biden, otherwise I'm going to harass you for 4 more years because you're the one who gave us I don't know why she didn't want to talk to me. Hi, would you like to ride with Biden? Hi, Lucy, thank you for talking to me. Are you ready to vote for Joe Biden? Well, don't you care about women's issues? Oh. You're right. Yeah, I don't know why I'm voting for him either. I was just told to do this. They came to my house and they said that if I didn't do this, that I would be responsible for Trump for 4 more years, and I'm scared. Please help me. Hi, were you ready to ride with Biden? I can't really tell you any sort of policies. He is not Donald Trump. Hello? Greg, are you still there? Dang it, call dropped. Hi, Brooke. Hi, are you ready to ride with Biden? Sorry, they make me say that. No, that's a load of malarkey. I didn't say that. No, I'm Googling it right now. Joe Biden didn't. Hey, Scott. Are you ready to ride with Biden? No. Please don't call the police. I've already had 2 people call on me today. Please. Let me start over. Привет. Hey, Bill. Hi, are you voting for Joe Biden? No, if you vote third party, you're going to be voting for Trump. Give me a break. Give me a break. You know the thing. The thing. The thing. How many times do I have to say it? The thing. Stratvutsky? They won't let me leave here. They said I have to make 150 calls by the end of the day. And I'm bored. I hate it here. Hello. You called me. Who is this? She'll call me back. I forgot why I'm calling you. I'll call you back in 5 minutes. Would you like to ride with Biden? Well, do I have to call the police on you? Because that's a load of malarkey. No, I forgot why I'm calling you, but I'll give you a call back. I've had the police to my house already several times today, and it's very rude. Why should you vote for Joe Biden? Why are you asking me that? That's such a rude, invasive question. I mean, why not? Don't you want to get Trump out of office? Oh, that's a good point. I'll tell my mother you said hi. All right. No, I'm not going to tell her that. That's rude. Are you in Russia? Is that why your reception's so bad? I was just asking a question. Hi, vote for Joe Biden or else you're gonna be responsible for Trump. Hi, you ready to vote blue no matter who? No, third parties don't count. Sorry. Well, you know what you can do. You can go, hello, Lisa. So I'm supposed to ask you to vote blue no matter who, but you know what? I've been calling people all day and I'm sick of this. I honestly hate Joe Biden. If you enjoyed this, please give this video a big thumbs up and also be sure to hit the bell so that you're notified when I drop a new video. And links to all my social media is in the description below. So I will see you guys next time.
A Karen.
Oh man. All right. Let me channel. I need to see a manager. Okay. Is there a manager present? There are protesters. There are rioters outside they're holding signs up. Okay. That is very rude. I did not sanction these signs. Nobody from the neighborhood watch told me that these signs were going to be here. Some of them have glittered. That is very dangerous. Some of us have children and pets. This glitter could be non-toxic. Where is the manager? Has somebody seen a manager? I request a manager.
Excuse me, it's been over 45 minutes since I placed my order, and it should have been here 15 minutes ago. This is unacceptable. No, I'm sorry. This isn't, no, I need to speak. Do you have a manager I can speak with? I need my order refunded completely.
Do you see that girl outside? It looked like she had a spray can. I'm not sure. It could have been hairspray. I'm not totally positive, but it looked like spray paint, and she was black.
Give me your best, Karen.
My best Karen. Let me speak to your manager now.
I'm like trying to think of like how to do my hair. Like I need to give myself bangs. I imagine Karen with like a big poof. There.
Yeah, like a big bear claw. Like
yeah. Can I talk with your manager, please? Excuse me. I need to talk with your manager. Do I have to call the cops on you now, Sonny? Excuse me. This tea is not hot enough.
I need to speak to the manager.
Welcome to Dirty Dicks, where I got my latest copy of Yas Queen Chronicles by Savage Joy and Pat Cody. Did you get your copy today?
Hey.
John, thank you.
Hi.
And Max.
Can you hear us?
Good to see you.
Chevy Mustang in the house.
Right. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's working.
It was inevitable that something was gonna happen tech-wise. I mean, you guys know me, so but so far so good.
Awesome.
So you guys are actually gonna be playing a new song tonight as well.
We're going to attempt it.
Yeah, where there'll be some entertaining clams for sure, because we haven't really played music in a really long time.
I know, I miss you guys so much.
Same.
All right, boys, we'll take it away,
All
dude.
right.
Dang.
We're going to start off with
Ooh,
your
that's a
your
nice
special,
new guitar.
start off with your special request here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Been sleeping through the evening singing inside my head and I got some ends that say they care and they just might run away with you if things don't go as planned. Plan A, B could be a gamble. I go and roll the dice. I spit and stutter, stuff and clutter, worries in my worried corner. maladjusted, just untrusted, rusted, sometimes brilliant, busted thought. Think I'll stay for a while. I'm intrigued and I'm red as a newborn, white as a cold. Promise that I try not to fuck with your mind. Promise that I mind if you go your way and I go mine. Promise that I'll lie if I'm looking straight in the eye. Promise that I try not to let you down. I am elated, I am all smiles and dated in my man bites Dogtown with a Spanish name, you know, and I am all bone, I'm two-tone, red as a newborn, white as a cold. Promise that I try not to follow your mind. Promise that I mind if you go your way and I go mine. Promise that I lie if I'm looking straight in the eye. Promise that I try not to let you down. Well, you gotta keep a fan on eye when it's cold outside. I wanna let you know that I'm still a fan. Get it? Everybody wants charm and a smile and a promise not to try. Promise that I try not to follow your mind. Promise that I mind you go your way and I go mine. Promise that I'll lie if I'm looking straight in the eye. Promise that I try not to leave. Not to leave. No, I won't leave. No, I won't leave.
Yay! Thank you for honoring my request.
Oh, you're welcome.
It was great.
Sound all right? Levels
Love
good and
that.
everything?
Yeah, that was
all
amazing.
right, cool. This is our first time, like, kind of using the studio to do this, so I'm glad it worked.
All right, this is a new one. We're putting out an EP sometime sort of soon, hopefully. It's called Black Nova. 1, 2, 3. Well, hey, Black Nova. Hey, Black Nova, make it slam, wayward Jehovah. Ask for a corona in the ambulance. It's turbulent, it's getting turbulent. When you take flight, it gets turbulent. It's getting turbulent, it gets turbulent. A flight like this is permanent when you're not. It only takes one time to get you when you're not. When death comes to fetch you from the lawn. Well, the mansion of the damned, with a yawn and a kink in his back, you gotta kick back, smack, siphon Johnny, redirect that line. It's the main one, honey. Oh, the main one gonna get you dead this time.
gets turbulent. It's getting turbulent. When you take flight, it gets turbulent. It's getting turbulent. It gets turbulent. A flight like this is permanent when you're not. It only takes one time to get you when you're not. When death comes to fetch you from the lawn, the mansion of the damned, with a yawn and a kick in his back, you gotta kick that smack. Hey, Black Nova. Hey, Black Nova, make it slam, wayward Jehovah. Ask for a Corona in the ambulance. It's turbulent, it's getting turbulent. When you take flight, it gets turbulent. It's getting turbulent, it gets turbulent. A flight like this is permanent when you're not. It only takes one time to get you, and you're not. When death comes to fetch you from the lawn, and the mansion of the damned, with a yawn and a kick in his back, you gotta kick that smack. Not too bad.
Yeah. Couple of
Awesome. You sound good.
Thank you.
I'm not used to being so intimate with you guys as far as your performances. Usually, you know, it's me screaming in the pit with a million other people.
At the Crocodile Rock, right? Isn't that the venue?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was definitely a bunch of them, that's for sure.
Yeah.
When I gave you guys the vibrating fly.
Yeah. Yeah.
That needs explaining, but we'll let that go.
Max still has it. He
Yeah.
keeps it hidden in a drawer.
That's right. It's in a special.
I figured he carried it in his underpants, so.
Yeah, it's there.
Break in quarantine. Desperation.
All right, we got one more for you guys.
Yeah, thanks for
You guys might know this one.
You know what's gonna happen.
No, we're just gonna blow some minds now right now. Swallow my pride, took on the line, the lack thereof, leave me empty inside the night. Swallow my doubt, turn it inside out, find nothing but faith in nothing. I put my tongue hard in a blender, wanna spin around to a beautiful oblivion. Rendezvous, then I'm through with you. I burn like a wicked cabinet of chalk white and oh so for red. I see your time is gotten stale. The tick-tock of the clock is painful, all sane and logical. I wanna tear it off the wall. I kill words and clips and phrases, think sick like ginger ale. My stomach turns and I exhale. I swallow my pride out on the right, the light, the wrong, and the empty sudden. I swallow my doubt, turn it inside out, find nothing but faith in nothing. I put my pen hard in a man now, wanna sit around, do a beautiful million. Rendezvous, then I'm through with you. SoCal is where my mind stays, but it's not my state of mind. I'm just as ugly, sad as you. rendezvous then through with you.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And look, they finally got here a day ago.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
Congratulations.
they will be shipped out.
I'm hoping for a very good comment in mine. I left it up to you, so you know.
Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
absolutely. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to see you guys again.
Same. We can't
Hopefully
wait to
soon.
I'm
be
going
out there
through with you
playing again.
all.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Have a good night.
Take care, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
Danny Hellman, brilliant illustrator and the cover artist for Joy and I's new book, The Yes Queen Chronicles. Danny, welcome.
Well, thank you, and hello from Brooklyn.
So you worked for the New York Press. You submitted a lot of art for them, and then you also worked for, I saw a lot of the Screw magazine cover art, which was great.
Yep, that was really the start of my career.
And I saw you've got a graphic novel also on Amazon right now.
It's on Amazon. It's also right here. This is a graphic novel or a graphic novel series. I've been working on it for a few years. This first book was published in 2018, maybe, and I'm working on the second part now. The first part is called Resurrection Perverts Hunter's Point.
I wanted to ask you something that I get asked all the time, just as someone who, I mean, I've only written one parody book. This is my second, but anytime I'm interviewed, people ask me, you know, what's the value in parody and satire? And you, coming from the visual side of that, you know, how do you answer that?
What's the value in it? My goodness, it's like saying, what's the value of music? Or what's the value of food? I don't know. I grew up reading Mad Magazine and National Lampoon, so, and that's my favorite stuff.
Right.
So to me, I wouldn't want to live in a world without satire. It's just one of the few things that makes life bearable. Couldn't
Yeah,
make fun.
I always struggle to answer it too, because you know it's cathartic in one sense, and it's a new way to reach people in another. And you know, I don't have the perfect answer for it ever.
I think it's just a very good way to assail the powerful and the stuck up. And
you know, I did want to show the cover, and you know, like I said, we couldn't be happier with it. When we reached out to you, we just had a broad idea of what we wanted, and you know, kind of just you ran with it and came up with all the content for the cover. I mean, we didn't ask for that I can think of anything specific on it. So what inspired you to design the cover as you did? You know,
it's a good question. I know that the concept she originally had was a kind of a crowd of people outside a movie marquee, and we were looking at the backs of their heads, and illustrations of the backs of people's heads aren't my idea of a good time. So,
well, you know, the one thing you did extremely well is each image is super efficient. I mean, they live on their own, which, you know, you've got so much content packed into that one image that it's brilliant, and we absolutely loved it. So I've been working on your website and developing, you know, it's a little in transition now, but I hope people go check out your work. And that is at www.dannyhellman, HELLMAN. And I'll put it on the screen for people, but, and they should also definitely go to Amazon and check out your book, which was Resurrection Perverts
Hunter's Point. And as we continue tinkering with my website, people should be able to order it directly from me within a matter of weeks, and not have to hand over their money to Jeff Bezos and
Amen.
his empire of evil.
Awesome. Well, Danny, thank you so much. We are so excited you came on and did the cover art, and I look forward to seeing tons more of your work out there.
Well, from your lips to the Lord's ears.
Thanks, Danny. Appreciate it.
My pleasure, Pat.
I might come out here and say you need to vote for Joe Biden. That's just what they need me to say.
We live in an oligarchy. That means that the 1% controls everything. Do you know that Jeff Bezos is going to be a trillionaire? Do you know what you can do with $1 trillion? Our average contribution was 27 bucks. And this is a grassroots movement. You know, that birdie taught me a lesson. It was coming down as a dove of peace. It may have looked like a finch, but no, it was not. That was so bad.
Bernard Sanders.
Listen, I don't agree with Joe Biden on everything, but we have to defeat the most dangerous president in American history.
You know what? I'm tired. I tried to give you guys a chance now 2 times in a row, and now I'm just motherfucking tired because you keep choosing the assholes, okay? So here's the deal. Here are the options left. Basically, your only option is the People's Party. Although I can't say that really outside of this experience, but People's Party 2022 and 2024 for the 99%.
Bernie Sanders.
All right, I've practiced this one. Look, let me tell you something right now, okay? Let me tell you something, okay? I was sitting with my friend Abraham Lincoln. Maybe some of you guys know him, okay? And I sat there and I said, look, Abe, the slavery thing has got to go. It's not going to work. It's not going to work now. It's not going to work tomorrow. It's not going to work 100 years from now. Let me tell you why. It's because slavery only helps the millionaires and billionaires on the plantation. And you know what? Abe looked at me and he said, Bernie, what the hell are you talking about? And I said, look, I wrote the damn proclamation. I know what I'm talking about. Okay.
For my final guest, he's a personal hero and the father of the modern progressive.
Ah, yes. Hello, Joy. Thank you for having me on your show. I am Ben Shapiro.
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, I was invited to speak at the DNC for some ungodly reason. They reached across that aisle, and all they found was Ben Shapiro.
Well, you're not welcome on my show, so...
Okay. But can I say one last thing before I go?
What?
Wet-ass P-words are destroying America!
Okay.
Tom Perez.
I can tell you that there was absolutely no fraud. These voting machines are 100% accurate. We tested them out. We've seen the results, and they are 100%. What's that? You can't see the results, but we've seen them, and we are telling you that they are 100% accurate. There's no fraud. And how can there be fraud? We have an app that we designed. We put $50,000 a piece into that app. There is no collusion. Okay, this press conference is over.
When we lead with our values, we win. Progressives need to look at the big picture. Biden is offering big progressive policies like light over darkness and truth over facts. And those are the values which will resonate with suburban Republican voters.
Well, we need to stick to our morals. Let's stick to our values. And I know I sound like I'm going through puberty, but I can't help it. And F you to the bird who shat on me on Earth Day. I know it was the Bernie birdie.
Hey guys, did you see the Democratic National Convention? Wasn't it the coolest, most lively thing you've ever seen? It was inspirational. I cried the whole time. Oh my gosh.
Tom Perez.
Tom Perez. Oh, I actually have a phenomenal impression of him. So if you break down the barriers, what you have is hope. And then once you have hope, and you peel back hope. That's bad. That's so bad.
He's so weaselly. He's like,
It's here, let me try a better one. Okay. When you put hope on the ballot, you win.
Oh, hi. I was just making a video to congratulate you guys on the book, and what a super job. I know you both did. I couldn't be more proud for you, and I want you to know that as soon as I know somebody who has a copy, I am totally going to steal it from them. Hey, speaking of theft, flash and grabbing your attention. The devil take your stereo and record collection. The way you look, you'll qualify for next year's old extension. So stand and deliver your money or your life. Try to use a mirror, not a bullet or a knife. Well, I'm an Andy Highwayman, so sick of easy fashion. Those clumsy boots and picaroos that people think so dashing. What's the point in robbery if nothing's left for taking? It's kind of tough to tell the scope of the mistake is making. So stand and deliver your money or your life. Try to use a mirror, not a bullet or a knife. Cause even though you fool your soul, your conscience will be mine, mine, all mine. Delve deeply in philosophy and only show excuses. We're the Dandy Highwaymen and here's our invitation. Throw your safety overboard and join the insect nation. Yes, stand and deliver your money or your life. Try to use a mirror, not a bullet or a knife. Cause even though you fool your soul, your conscience will be mine, mine, all mine. It will be oh man, cry diddly cry cry, 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 cry diddly cry cry. Stand and deliver your money or your life. Stand and deliver your money or your life. Stand and deliver your money or your life. Stand and deliver your money or your life.
You're a tantrum.
Say, okay, everybody that's out there that follows to Jimmy Dores, okay, that follows to Bernie Sanders, okay, this is not the way America works. All right, America is about respect. It's not about making fun of people. Okay, it's about, look, Bernie Sanders is going to destroy the country. He is so old. He's completely out of touch. He doesn't know what's going on. All right. And this election is about saving America, you guys. Okay, that's what it's really about. Okay, and Bernie, this is not going to come with a revolution. It's going to come from party loyalty.
Okay, so it's time for Bernie supporters to suck it up and give their blind allegiance to a party of which they are not members. Our one goal is to be Donald Trump. And without the support of the young people who are being offered nothing by the Democratic Party, then Joe Biden's just not going to win this election, and it will be on them again, just like it was in 2016.
All these Bernie bros are always in my mentions, and it's so disgusting. You know, they're obviously sexist. All they talk about is Bernie and how he's superior because of his past voting, his platform, and they talk about people dying because of lack of health care. Like, they're so self-righteous. They act like helping people is our responsibility or something. The fact of the matter is, I make my living by stopping Medicare for all, stopping the Green New, whatever it is. This is how we make our money, and it simply can't change. Now, I'm in charge and founded something called Center for American Progress. Progress is in the word progressive, so obviously they should be supportive of it. Now, it's almost as exciting as when I punched Faz in the stomach, Bernie's campaign manager. I'm so lucky that nobody really talks about that, but he had the audacity to ask me about Hillary's vote on the Iraq war. So I punched him in the stomach, and I was asked about it in the New York Times, and I admitted it and said, no, I won't apologize. That's what being a strong feminist is. Don't apologize for anything, even if it's physical assault.
What? You guys want a revolution? That's so weird. I don't know why anyone would think that that's a plausible thing to do. I just don't get it. You guys are Bernie bros. You're so mean. You're hurting my feelings, you assholes. You pieces of shit. I hate you. You're hurting my feelings. You're stupid.
Near a tantrum.
Bernie is such a stupid guy. I hate Bernie. Meh. I think that's the same as the Soledad.
Do you want to say anything about your pride and gaslighting all of us all the time?
Oh, right. Neera Tanden blocked me. I can mention that.
Oh, you lucky
Okay.
son of a gun.
Okay, I'll do it. I don't like Mike from the Humanist Report, so I blocked him. Meh. I hate Bernie.
And for our final guest that we actually have scheduled, he is a personal hero and the father of the modern progressive movement. I present Senator Bernard Sanders.
Hey, how's it going, everybody out there? Hey, it's a real pleasure to be here, Joy. Thank you so much for your wonderful book. Thank you so much for all the hard work you did on my campaign. It really means a lot. You're the best.
I have so many questions, Bernie, but first, what happened?
Well, it's hard to express it in words, Joy, but maybe if I had a little help. Hey, I can help you. Oh,
Aw, who is this little Bernie birdie?
well, this right here, this is Birdie. Birdie is my translator for the animal kingdom, and he makes it a little bit easier for folks to understand what I'm talking about. You want to hear what I'm talking about, Joy?
Yeah.
Let's do it. America is at a crossroads. America is fucked. This pandemic has laid bare the failures of our for-profit healthcare system here in America. You lost your insurance, and then you lost your job too, to the damn plague. The climate crisis only continues to grow as our leaders in Washington either do nothing or worse, they actually dismantle the EPA in the midst of a potential extinction level event. The planet is fucked and the people in charge are doing the fucking and no lube. We find ourselves at the precipice of a societal collapse as faith in law enforcement has crumbled to all new lows in the face of unquestionable police brutality against people of color in our community.
Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. ACAB, motherfucker!
Our electorate is falling apart as voters are purged from the rolls, polling stations closed by the hundreds, and mail-in voting demonized while the U.S. Postal Service has its legs torn out from under it.
These fuckers are stealing your vote and your post office. Do something about it.
And as if these problems we had as a nation weren't dire enough just 4 years ago, well, now we got an actual fascist in the White House who praises white supremacists, bigots, and conspiracy theorists and calls them very fine people.
Seriously, folks, how many racist, sexist friends can one ghoulish douche canoe have?
Well, this is a time, folks, when we must all come together, and not just as a nation, but as a community, as a family. We must rise up, just as the tide of hatred and bigotry has also risen, and not let this evil overrun us, but rather let this tide lift all boats to a higher calling, a greater purpose for all Americans to aspire to.
Love one another, goddammit!
I really appreciate you both coming on our show today. Do you have anything you'd like to close with?
Actually, Joy, yes. I am reminded of something that I said back in 2016. If I ever tell you who to vote for, don't listen.
And to put it in birdie speak, fuck around and find out, motherfuckers!
And that's why I have a tattoo of you, Savage Birdie.
Hey, nice!
That's really nice, Joy. I like it.
In closing, thank you all for joining us on this very interesting episode of Progressive Puppet News. Stay tuned for more shenanigans and debauchery. Have a great night.
See you guys. Buy the book. Yeah!
Your next one is Ben Shapiro.
Oh my God. That's going to be... Let's see. You see, the thing about wet ass P word is that it's not actually a real thing, and if you actually have a wet ass P word, then that means that you have a really bad medical condition and you should seek help. My doctor wife actually told me that wet P word is really not a good thing, and she said that if she ever has wet P word, that I need to call the police immediately.
Oh my God!
So we've got here people like Joe Biden who are extremely, extremely on the left, okay? We've got people that are like, we're talking Adolf Hitler on the left, okay? We have Joe Biden who's gonna impose socialism on the whole country. It's gonna be a socialistic healthcare system. It's gonna be a socialized education system. This whole country, you're not even gonna recognize this country once Joe Biden becomes the president.
Well, you know, my wife is a doctor. She's a doctor, and she's a doctor. And she said that anytime the P word is wet, that it's actually unhealthy and it's a sign of vaginosis.
Ben Shapiro.
Look, I will not have women be pleasured in my house. It has not happened ever under my household. It is never going to happen under my household. Listen, these women are out there and they're looking for what? Freedom. This is what the feminist movement is about. It's about sexuality. It's about wet ass P words. That's what you want in your household. There has never been a wet ass P word in my house, which I think unequivocally proves that the female orgasm is a myth. There's no other way to put it. This is just logic, people. Facts don't care about your feelings. This is just facts about the fact that the female orgasm is a myth. It's never existed in my house, so how can it exist anywhere else?
Is everyone making the WAP jokes?
Yeah.
That's like what P word.
Well, my wife told me that if there's ever any kind of wetness down there in a woman, that in the women species, in the females, that it's a bad thing. She said it should be like sandpaper, basically. And if it's not, then you're diseased. You're a nasty, dirty woman. So the fact that there's a woman that has a whole music video about how diseased and nasty she is just it makes me stay up at night and think about how sad I am that anyone thinks it's normal to have any experience other than sandpaper.
And that song, Wet Ass Pussy, I find really offensive, okay? And my wife is a gynecologist, okay? And she says there's a condition for that, and it's called chlamydia.
So, Ron Placone, we've done plenty of shows together, but now I finally get to hear you sing. I love to hear you sing.
Well, thank you, and congratulations, and thank you for letting me be part of this. I'm real excited about the book, and what I've read of it so far is awesome. And I have a couple of things. Like I know that earlier people were giving a kind of memoriam to all the other people that have come and gone, like other candidates from 2020. And other, proud Mick Resistance members, and there was someone that I did not think got enough clout. So I'm gonna dedicate something to him right now. Remember Pete. Remember Pete. Remember Pete. Remember Pete. Remember Pete. When student debt relief seems so far, remember Pete. When the bank takes back your car, there will always be more oligarchs, but none as fun, you see, as getting to say boo to judge when you're talking about Pete. Because here's the deal. We thought that we might get the mayor from South Bend, or maybe we'd get the venture capitalists offering a freedom dividend, or maybe the Native American who took every selfie up, but they said, fuck you, America. We're giving you the cock. Remember Pete. Remember Pete. Remember Pete. Remember Pete. Remember Pete. When you can't pay the rent, remember Pete. Looking out for the 1%. There will always be more oligarchs, but none as fun, you see, as getting to say boo to judge when you're talking about Pete. We can't forget him. We can't forget him. I know that this is like maybe live or maybe out later, and we're just flying by the seat of our pants. But where I am at in Los Angeles, California, it is it's over 100 degrees. It did that today. It is over 100 degrees, and the air quality is horrible. They told us that. They're like, air quality terrible. Basically, I'm inside of a mechanics gym sock right now. Like my town is just a mechanics gym sock. It's insane. It's insanely hot. The way they report it on the media is hilarious because they always they try to make it sound like not as bad as it actually is. Like they'll be like, the air quality's bad if you're a sensitive person. But the air quality's just bad. Like they want people to be like, well, I'm not sensitive. I'll breathe in that bullshit. Like no, but the air quality's bad. It's just like if you're an unhealthy, like if you have some health conditions, it's even worse for you. But the air quality's shitty. Like, what are they trying to say? The air quality's fine just for the air quality's only bad for the people that need oxygen. Everyone else is fine. Everyone else, mermaids, you're good. People that breathe oxygen, you're the ones that are screwed, you weaklings. Everyone else totally fine. I heard about the boats today that happened where the boats got the boats got pummeled by waves during they were a bunch of Trump boats. I feel like that was a metaphor for the world. Like all those boats represented the working class people who supported Trump, and then the waves knocking them over represented what Trump did when he got elected to them. Just tax break for my rich friends, boom, just knocked them all over. But I don't know, that was humorous to me. And it's so weird doing shows online now. That's kind of like doing live performance shows online. It's now I just I turn off my air conditioner to get ready now. I did a show at a virtual comedy club where we did 2 shows a night like you would do at a regular club, and it was the first time ever I got to fold my laundry in between sets. I never thought I'd do that ever. My wife helps time my sets now. You'll have a time set. My wife will help time my sets. The other day she was helping me out and she was off to the side and she goes, "You got about a minute left," which usually saying I have a minute left is something I usually need to tell her. Usually I need to let her know that. So it was a big role reversal. But all right, I'll do 1 or 2 more things for you, Joy. And Pat, if you're out there. There's a lot of songs that were written a long time ago that we never got the messages from. So we got to rewrite them and do it again. At least that's what I think. This is one that Barry McGuire told us a long frickin' time ago that we never took heed of. Election aids to people that are voting using insider app. You gotta be joking, it's all so corrupt. You think we were choking and the air ain't safe to breathe. The people there are choking if we don't act soon. In Florida they'll be floating and you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Do you hear the things that I'm saying? Don't care about your thoughts, don't care if you're praying, cause it won't do nothing. It's a game that they're playing, and across the Middle East, everyone will be slaying. And the hacks on TV, they're all gonna weigh in. If you want revolution, they'll tell you to keep waiting. And the president's speech was written in crayon, and you tell me over and over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. You don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Look at the cop wrong, they're bound to break your jaw. You know we're all living in a martial law. Black men killed over a $20 bill, a badge and a gun and a license to kill. And you tell me over and over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. You don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Now here we are in a pandemic. The government's response, nothing short of pathetic. Give it all to the banks, cause this is systemic. It's bound to make you sick, bound to make you tired. Republican, Democrat, time to pick your liar. We'd be all better off if the whole damn system retired. And you tell me over and over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction.
Yes.
Thanks.
You need a mohawk.
I actually never had one. I had a rat tail at one point. Many years
you were
ago.
gonna say that.
I had a front one. It was like a pseudo devil lock, it was like one of those front ones where there's just one long thing coming down here, and I had a buzz. Yeah, it looks stupid. Anyway, Joy, you requested this, and so I planned on doing this one for you. This was by request, and you know, it's your party. You can cry if you want to. So, wanted to do this one for you.
True.
Phillos did this a long time ago, and it's been rewritten many times because it's still true, and it's about the American liberal, which he described it the right way. 10% to the left in the best of times, 10% to the right when it affects them personally. He was saying that many decades ago, and it still rings true. So here's another update. I cried when they shot Michael Brown. A chill ran down my spine. And I cried when they shot Tamir Rice. Was like I lost a child of mine. But Colin Kaepernick is just disrespectful. And most of the cops are just fine. So love me, love me, love me. I'm a liberal. My president's Barack Obama. The entire country adored. He brought us our hope and our change. And 30 million left uninsured. And I don't care about fracking or drone strikes, 'cause that ain't gonna happen next door. So love me, love me, love me. I'm a liberal. Now I vote for the Democratic Party, 'cause they have the better deal. And I have lots of love for the Clintons. Always have, and I always will. And we need to believe all women, unless it's about Biden or Bill. Nobody believes that we put this out in 2019. Nobody believes that it was actually 2019 that we put this out before a lot of stuff. Anyway, so love me, love me, love me. I'm a liberal. Now, I used to be young and impulsive, but I'm not that way anymore. I'd read everything by Marx and by Chomsky, even listened to Jimmy Dore. But I've grown older and wiser. Haven't I blocked you on Twitter before? So love me, love me, love me. I'm a liberal. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks, Joy. Thanks, Pat. Congratulations. Can't wait to read the full book. Awesome.
Yay.
Peace.
Thank you so
Cheers.
much. Sending love.
Love. Peace.
Hi, I'm Sally at Your Corner Bookstore. Have you gotten a copy of Yes Queen Chronicles? It is the most amazing gift we could have today. It is your option to get through this political season. It is an easy reader. I couldn't suggest it highly enough. Enjoy your copy today. Chances are they'll even sign it for you.
Yes, queens.
Yes, queen.
She's gonna put that on loop.
Yeah, I know, right? That'll be my new ringtone. Yes, queen.
Can I just say to you two, I laughed till I damn cried. I got to navigate all of these worlds, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, reading you guys gave me the necessary reprieve that I need.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I couldn't be happier about that then. That's
It
awesome.
is hilarious. I love the satire, and we'll have this whole conversation because I wanted to know, what motivated you guys to do this. How did you choose the characters? And I absolutely love closing speech. I do the mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, somebody. Oh my God. I don't want to give it all away because we need people to buy the book. So if I read this whole last chapter, I'm not going to do that to you. But my opening remarks today has been so much damn foolishness. I mean, y'all ain't got me down to a T. I'm tempted to give you all my with these hands speech. With these hands, baby, we can transform America.
Yes, queen. And the last one, we just need you to say, yes, queen.
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen. Woo!
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen.
Yeah, yes, queen. Yes, queen. Hey fam, thank you so much for tuning in and enjoying our book release party with us. Pat and I had this idea like, oh, let's have some cool people on. Maybe a few people want to, join us. We did not know that we would have so many people so supportive. It's been really incredible. If you'd like to check our book out, it is www.savageandpat.com. You can have either Pat or myself sign it. We're doing that for another 48 hours, and that adds a quarter, 50 cents to the value. And yes, you can tell us what you want us to say. And there's a lot of interesting ones. So, but in any case, thank you so much for watching our book release party, Progressive Parody Palooza. And thank you beyond words to our incredible, talented live guests, Ron Placone, Graham Elwood, Katie Jane Earl, Frank Martyr, and Eve Six. As well as Josh Hedge with Progressive Puppet News, impressions from Lauren Ashcraft, Mike Figueredo of Humanist Report, Ryan Cloutier of Beat Press, and comedian Krish Mohan, video clips and interviews with Jordan Chariton, musician Rand Arkey, video satire by Rebecca Myers and Mike Schuster of The Onion, artist Danny Hellman, podcaster Amber King, Pat Enjoys Blooper Reel by Jimmy Sunderland, and behind the scenes on our podcast with Nina Turner. Also, a major heartfelt thanks to the over 150 people who pre-ordered our book. We couldn't have had them printed without you, literally. So thank you. And thank you to all the shit libs who have inadvertently inspired us to write something that we're so proud of. Please support independent artists and get your copy of the Yes Queen Chronicles at www.savageandpat.com and hit the subscribe button to my YouTube that you are on right now.
Pat, do you have any words you want to leave with our family here?
Just a heartfelt thank you for everyone who contributed, first and foremost. Thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you to everyone who inspired the book. And, you know, I appreciate the community that's come together to support us. And, you know, I hope you enjoy the book.
Much love.